everyone. Welcome to the letter G today. G stands for Grungy Gelli printing, and it is grungy. I've printed, oh my gosh, hundreds and hundreds just to learn for the last few months, and just playing and trying to figure out what works for me and what I really, really love. And what I really, really love is this technique for backgrounds for anything grungy. It's so much fun to do, so easy, doesn't take very much time at all, and the best part, it looks gorgeous when it's done. So you could do it many, many different colors, but today I'm going to show you just the colors that are my absolute favorite to work with. I'm going to show you two different ones. I'm going to show you with a white background and a black background because they are both equally gorgeous. And I have one over here, a 5x7, just to roll off my brayer onto. Okay, so the only things you're going to need to follow along, if you'd like to, is any size of jelly printing plate, some paints, and some cornstarch. You heard me, cornstarch, as well as a brayer, and paper, of course, to match the size of your jelly paper. I'm just using copy paper. I have used cardstock before. I've used books before. I've used so many different things. My favorite is just plain copy paper because I use it for my pages in my junk journal. So the first step is upon us. So for the first color, I'm using Deco Art Just Americana paints. It's the color Cinnamon Stick. It's kind of a brick orangey red brown. Okay, and it's an opaque color. The opaque colors work really, really lovely for this, and you'll understand why as we go. So I'm going to do one, then the other one, and then kind of go like that. Okay, so I'll put my paint on this guy. So how's everybody doing? Have you been following along with the alphabets? So much fun. I've been seeing so many new people. Okay, this one's a newer plate. You'll see that this paint is a little bit on the waterier side, so you'll see it separating there. That's totally fine. That just adds to the grunginess. I'm going to brayer off on over here. I'm going to then, while this is wet, sprinkle on as much or as little. I recommend, especially the first layer, or the first two layers, doing a little. So to me, that's a little bit. Okay, it stays wet. And then now that it's wet still, we want to print it. So we're going to just put a paper on, and we're going to rub all the way around, okay? Now, usually I've heard people say the rule of thumb is about 10 seconds. This one, you'll feel it kind of feels dryish, and that's because of the cornstarch. So you won't feel it as wet. And it doesn't matter if you pick it all up. That's the part of this. This is so much fun, this project. Okay, so we will pull this layer up on this guy. And we have what looks like a snowstorm. And it's like beautiful orange. Okay, that's just the first layer. We're going to now repeat that on here. Now we might get a little bit different because this one doesn't have the separation. This is my good old faithful gel plate. Now this one and my 5x7 are from Gel Elf? Yeah, from Gel Elf. So from Temu or Temu or however you say it. And I love them. I did hundreds, like I said. My Jelly Arts one I just got from Michael's, because they were selling out of them and they were on for $25 Canadian. So I grabbed two of them. So now I could play with a bunch of different plates. So now I have three big 8x10s. Same with this one. You just press and go all around And I mean, you could go do it as long as you like or as short as you like, okay? It doesn't have to be there, like that's plenty. There we go, because we want some to stay behind. It's pretty similar. Look at the grunge on the side. These are nice backgrounds, but these are not what the finished background is going to be, okay? These are just bonuses, I call them, because the wonderful ones are coming on the third lift. So we've got, is it the third lift? Maybe the fourth. I'll get back to you on that when I remember. So we got the brownish, reddish, orangish color done. Next color we want to do is this, again, Deco Art Americana. I got these from Michael's, and it's called Liguana. And I believe this one's opaque as well. Now these ones don't really have it written on, but I just know these are opaque because I've used them already. All right, so this one we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put it on the plate, roll it out. This one doesn't have to be all over the plate. It doesn't matter. Like, you can do it sparingly if you'd like. Like, you don't have to have it really thick on there. Now, as you see, this one's beading away because this one is the newer plate. And newer plates do that for quite a while, actually. Honestly, probably about the first 30, 40 prints, maybe. I've already played with this 2 or 3 days, and I don't know how many I've actually printed. But then we're going to put another layer of cornstarch on this one. And then while it's wet, you got it, another paper on top. And how long? 10 to 14 seconds of rubbing. Don't time me though, because I just do it in my head, especially when I'm talking to you guys. We are calling for a snowstorm. It's supposed to start snowing any minute, and we're calling for over half a foot of snow. It's going to be the 8th. Actually, it is right now. It's 12:01 a.m. Or no, sorry, it's 11:56 p.m. 4 more minutes. So it'll be April the 8th when we get all our snow, because it's just supposed to start now. So, isn't that crazy? April the 8th. Our Wyerton Willie groundhog was wrong, because he told us we're going to have an early spring. Oh, look at this one. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. You got the aqua color or Laguna, and you got some of the, oh, I just love this color. It's beautiful. And that's not even the finished product yet. Let's see what this print does. That's, remember, this one's not printing at its full capacity because it's just brand new. So it'll have different results than this guy here. So now we're going to go to my good old faithful. We don't need as much paint because it's running smooth. It does such a wonderful job. All right. At the end, I'll show you my ones I printed at the beginning, just to make sure I had the colors I wanted. And I had a little play session before I press record. Okay. Now we want however much green you want on the end product. Not green. Laguna is how much cornstarch you want to put on. I don't know if you're catching that yet. See how much cornstarch left? That's going to be left for the last print of this print session. So here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm having such fun with the A to Z, ABC. Hashtag ABC April 2025. I'm so glad I jumped on board. I missed letter A. I ended up, I don't know if I slept wrong or what. I've never had this before. I had a pained wrist and hand. I couldn't even move my left hand. So I had to rest it for a couple days, so I couldn't get involved until it was actually the very end of day letter B. And then I was able to jump on board, and it's been not too bad since. Oh, that one kind of almost looked like it dried in place. I'm not too keen about that. It's pretty light. It must have dried quite a bit. That's okay. That'll give a different result, but there's still speckles in there of the grunginess here, but we're not done. We're still not done. Okay, my next favorite color, like I don't know colors. I don't know what goes to good together. I just know what I like to see and what I like to do. So my next color is, I get these on Amazon and they're awesome. The thickness will pick up anything. So if you have 4 layers and you put a layer of this on top, it picks it up. It's such good paint. It tells you how opaque or transparent it is. It tells you a color name. They're awesome. This is my second set already, and I've only been jelly printing for like, I think it's been 6 months, 8 months maybe. And I don't do it all the time. This is like probably my 4th time digging them out. They were in hiatus for a while. This called Art Deco acrylic paint. This is yellow ochre, and it is as well opaque. So because I don't want to see through these. Okay, so we'll first do this. Well, actually, let's do this one first this time. Let's do this one first. Okay, we'll put that one on there. I don't remember wiping off my brush the last time, or my brayer the last time. You could feel how dry, because the cornstarch kind of dries it really quick. But that's what is fun about this. So fun. Okay, cornstarch real quick. As much or as little as you'd like. I love this color, so I want quite a bit. And then lay down to print. Oh my goodness. I'm loving this. Now I could go like this, but I don't want to overwhelm you. I want you to see it slow and in real time. How fast this is to make 2 gorgeous backgrounds. If you have 2 gel plates. If you don't, it would take you half the time, because you can make just 1 at a time. Well, it would take you half the time to make 1, but you still have the drying time of the final layer, which that takes a little bit. All right, that's it. Feels good. I just kind of go with instinct. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this one. That's beautiful grunge. Oh, that's amazing. And we're still have 1 more layer. So there's 4 layers on the end one. Isn't that gorgeous? That was our last of the cornstarch. Okay. No more cornstarch is being added to that plate. Now we got to do this ochre, yellow ochre on this plate. And I added a little bit extra because, oh, maybe I didn't. I probably should have. Well, we'll see what happens. And if you're wondering what's going to happen to my 5x7, I have 5x7 papers cut, so I can lift this print as well. Even though I didn't put cornstarch between the layers, I get something nice that I could use die cuts or just put as backgrounds or whatever I want to do. Or do some like some flower fodder or something like that. Okay. Time for this guy. All right. Can you guess? Can you look at that? Oh, that looks beautiful. That looks like the outer space. That's what it looks like to me. Not that I've been to outer space, but I mean, we've all seen pictures. Oh, this feels so, I love doing this. Feels so relaxing. All right, I think I'm good. It doesn't feel cold. Usually if it feels very cold, that means the paint is wet under there yet, and you have to let it sit for a little bit longer. But we don't want to let it sit too long. We don't want it to pick up all the grungy underneath. Ooh, I don't know. Do you have a favorite? I think they both look very similar. I think they're both very similar. Oh, that's nice. I don't think I could pick one that I like the most. The next step, you'll have a favorite, because I'm going to do white and I'm going to do black. And that's where they're so different between the two. So, okay, the white, we're not going to sprinkle any more cornstarch because we want to pick up the paint. Want to pick up all that goodness underneath. Okay. Now this probably is, maybe it's okay. I say probably not enough paint, but it's going on all right. We don't want to have it too thick, but we want to make sure it's wet because it won't pick up if it dries. All right, first one down, and just press down. You could put a book on if you'd like you put a book so it stays, but I never do that. I just leave it alone. Yeah, I just leave it be. I'll just leave that there. It'll be fine. And now I'm going to do the black on this guy. Oh, this one's almost empty. This feels really thick. This paint. This is the same paint, but yeah, it's pretty thick. All right. Oh, it's all right. I go wild with this brayer. If you haven't been able to tell, I can go crazy with it. All right, let's try this out. Roll off my brayer best I can. Put my paper on. I'm doing it willy-nilly because I know there's a little overhang, and then when I go to put it in a book or something, I'm gonna cut the edges off anyway, or even before I get my cutter and I cut the edges off. Now, I usually, and I'm not going to do it today, I normally would flip it over because I have them on a clear acrylic blocks underneath, so I could flip them over and see what they look like underneath, because you get a really good clue of what they look like. But I don't want to show you. I want you to see it when I peel it because that's going to be more satisfying. Yeah, so we're going to leave those two. I'm going to now just print this one off. What color should I use? I have this pretty transparent, I don't know if transparent paint, well, let's try it. It's the Deco Art Americana Cranberry Wine. I'm going to see if transparent will pick up all the layers. I have a feeling it won't, but I don't know. Maybe if I put enough on there, it will. It doesn't really have thick paint on there. It's just a little bit from brayering off my brayer, right? So this is what I do. I brayer that, and because I have nowhere to brayer this off, I do have a book. I just set a book down. There we go. I have a book. Oh, look at that color. Oh, that does remind me of wine. Okay, now I'm going to get my paper. My paper is over here. My hands are so dry from that cornstarch. Now this I cut by accident a little too small. It just fits on the sides. There we go. I don't want to press too hard because I got my other jelly plate underneath. So I'll just move that over here. All right. I normally jelly plate in front of the TV, so I feel a little awkward here. I'll usually just print a, like roll it out in the color, and then maybe use some of my textures, and then let it sit for until a commercial, and then I'll sit up and I'll do another layer and maybe use a stencil that time, and then let it dry. So I usually only do one at a time because I don't want to. They still feel a little cold. I have a Ryobi fan. I could sit here and that way. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to peel them. I'm going to say, heck, I'm going to peel it. I can't wait any longer. Here we go. Are you ready? I don't know if I'm ready for this. Okay, it's so exciting. I love this part. All right. So you want to start on the edges just to make sure they're coming up. They're coming up. Oh, one little blip there. Oh no, it's ripping there. Oh, it's ripping. I'll start over here. Oh, please don't rip. Oh, it's doing okay over here. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, we just work our way around. That's all. Just work our way around. It adds to the grunge. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Oh my goodness. That's really ripping over there. Just go from a different angle. I picked it up. Oh, we got a couple little blips. Oh, that's pretty. There's where our blips are, but that's okay. We can either use this, paint it over, use some inks. Oh, that's the white background, obviously. So what happens is when you put the white's on the bottom. Underneath all this grunge is the white layer. But because the cornstarch was keeping each of the colors down on the plate until my last pickup, and I let it sit, so it pulled up all the grunge of all the different colors at the top. So we've got some of the first color that was the orangey brown. The orangey brown. Then we've got the second color, which was the Laguna. Then the third color was the gold, and then white. Gorgeous. Okay, now I've got the black one to peel up. Now hopefully it's sad a little bit, and it's okay because this was a bit wetter. So hopefully this one goes okay. Let me peel this one first. This one shouldn't take as long. Oh yeah, there we go. This one's just the roll off. But look, you can make tags out of this. This looks all rusty. It looks like rust. You can make tags, and you can make pockets and corner tucks and whatever your heart desires. This is beautiful. I love this. Love, love, love that. So I'm glad that. And look, you could see some grunge if I was to pick that up, which I will later off screen. I'll pick that up too. So now the black. Now hopefully this will peel up nicely. Oh boy. Do you see what I see? Look at that. Ah, oh my gosh. That's stunning. Oh my gosh, it didn't even stick. It might be because this is brand new. It's so sticky yet, and this is not. Oh, look at that. Is that ever gorgeous? Oh my God, I think I would love a little more cornstarch underneath so that I would have more of this stuff going on, what's happening here. I would have it all over the place. I'll have to keep a note of that. That's gorgeous though. Oh my gosh. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Now I also, if you wanted color, like, I don't think it matters. I've also mixed baby powder with coffee grounds, and it comes out brown, but I don't think it does anything at all to your paper that's different. But oh my gosh, this was so much fun. Let's just take a quick look through all of the papers for, oh my gosh. Okay, so this one was the black background and of the final step, and there's the white. And then you've got the roll off of the final. Okay, now here's step 3. 1 and 2. And here's step 2. 1 and 2. And this was step 1. I mean, I would probably go over these, and just next time I do a printing session, I'll just do something, or I could stencil on top. Now, my last printing session, I told you I tried these before I started recording. Here was the black one. It didn't turn out as nice as the last one. And here's my white one. Yeah, I think the reason is because I did the black one on my newer plate, and I did the white one on my old plate. So the white one, I actually like this one better than I like the other white one. You could see more of the the Laguna color in there. And there's my roll-off sheet for that one. It wasn't as rustic as the last one either. And so here was level 3. I don't know if you say level for the plates. And here was level 2. And, you know, I don't know what I did with level 1. I don't even know if I did a level 1. I think what I might have done is did the level 1 and then reprint, just took the paper and printed it again. That's what I probably did, because I don't have any other papers around. So that must be what I did. So let me know what you thought about that. If you're going to try it, tag me. I'd love to see. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook at Junk Journaling Barbie. I'm all over the place. Anywhere. Just message tag at Junk Journaling Barbie, and that's me everywhere. So let me know which one your favorite was. Maybe it was step 1. Maybe it was step 3. Maybe it was the final one. Maybe it was the black final, the white final. Maybe it was the rub-off sheet. I don't know. I love them all. I can't wait to use them. So if you would like to see more of this kind of content and showing my different things, I plan to do some to show you all different textures, and yeah, and do a comparison video, maybe even with the Gelli Arts and the Gel Elf plate, what they can do once I get the stickiness out. That would be better. And maybe even you'd like to see, I have some gel plates that are different shapes. I don't know if you can see that with the light. So I've got a rectangle, a triangle, square, and a circle. Maybe you'd like to see all different ways I use those in a video. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, everyone. Tomorrow is letter H. I have no idea yet what I'm doing for letter H. I couldn't wait for letter G because this is what I planned right from the start for letter G. So if you have ideas for letter H, let me know. I do have a list, but I'm not set on anything in particular. Have a great day, everyone, and I guess I should go see if it's snowing. Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.